Hello everyone, welcome to Legacy IAS. So today we'll be discussing how we can cover CSAT in 30 days. Now, first a disclaimer, this 30 days is not the regular one that I am telling you, in which people tell do 1 hour daily. So in 30 hours we won't be completing CSAT. Okay, what I am saying is some people like to do subjects all together. Okay, and some people are in a situation where they are left with entire CSAT and a very less time is remaining. Now, this 30 days when I'm talking about, this is about giving this much respect and time to CSAT completely. Okay, this is not 1 hour, 2 hour schedule. This I'm talking about 30 days properly giving it 30 days completely to cover CSAT. Now, CSAT, as you know, now has become very tricky. Like in all other subjects, like if I tell you that you have to give 30 days to cover economy, nobody would have a problem, correct? Similarly, you should not have a problem when I tell you that you can do this CSAT in 30 days, but 30 full days. Now, let's see how you should be doing this. Our aim in this strategy will be eventually to get to not 67 marks, but 100 marks. This is what we are trying for. We are trying to get 100 plus marks. Okay, this should be our aim. Now, if in some year, if it is very difficult or some coaching answer keys are some discrepancy, you will always find. So because of that, we are not always bothered about will I clear CSAT, will I not. So our aim is a very good to score above 100 marks. Now, how can we do that? So first of all, there are 3 sections, as you know, correct? There is reading comprehension, there is reasoning, and there is logical reasoning, and there is quantitative aptitude, or let's call it math. It's fine. So these are the 3 sections. Now, in these 3 sections, one thing is there for all the people, RC is the most important section. Because the thing is that RC, the level of difficulty does not vary that much. Okay, sometimes it may be 4 or 5 questions may be a little more difficult. That is considered a difficult RC year. Sometimes 4 or 5 questions are much easier, so they are considered a easier RC year. Okay, so basically more or less they will be of the same level. So RC is the first and most important thing that you have to do. Now, in 30 days, I will write the number of days. Now, first of all, how many questions do you get? So you get 27 to 30 questions. In most year from 21, 22, 23, 24, you were getting 27 questions, but in 2025 they gave 30 questions. So 27 to 30 questions you get here. Now, our aim should be to attempt around at least, I am taking all the easier figures, 22 questions. This should be our aim to do them somewhat correctly, 22 questions. Now, getting all of them correct, I am not saying. 22, you should be somewhat sure while attempting the question that this I am somehow getting. That I am saying. Of course, some you will get wrong from here. That's fine. So, 22 questions should be, 22 to 24 questions should be your aim. Now, for this, how much time you should allocate? So, I would say that you should allocate complete 6 days to it. Complete 6 days. This includes in the initial days, in initial 2 days, you must learn about the theory part of it. That is how the kind of questions that come, what are the important keywords, what do they mean, how to attempt all these. Okay, there are some tricks using which you can do them quicker. So all that you have to do in the first 2-3 days. After that, last 3 days should be all about practice, and practice should be from previous year questions. Now, see, when you are learning in the first 2 days, 3 days, then you can do it topic wise. For example, assumption based question, inference based question, all this. The last 3 days, the next phase or the last 3 days should be all about picking up a previous year question paper completely. 2018, 2019, 21, 24, whatever. So just pick the papers and solve them end to end. Okay, in about 40-45 minutes at max. Attempt all the RCs that you can. Attempt the entire paper. Okay, so this should be your aim. While learning also, you should be focusing on PYQs. After that, once you have learned, then also you have to attempt the entire RC part of the paper. Okay, then next is this logical reasoning. Now from logical reasoning, there are different chapters. So this we'll see in detail. So basically there are 11 to 14 questions that you can expect, 11 to 15 questions from logical reasoning. Now there are certain chunks in logical reasoning that I will point out to you that will be more beneficial for you. Okay, that you must do, more important ones. Now the first chunk that we have is coding decoding, number series and letter series. They consist of approx 4 questions every year, and you must give 2 days to them. Let me write this also with yellow. So this is 6 days. So you must give 2 days to them completely to cover these 3. You can also find many videos of this on our channel. Then next, this is the first chunk. Then second chunk that we have is this, a bit bigger one, that is direction, sense, okay, then ranking, clocks, syllogism and Venn diagram. Okay, now these are very easy chapters. All of them are very doable. You can expect 4 questions from them, and you must allot 4 days to it. Correct? So in 4 days you should be doing these chapters. In counting you may see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they are very small chapters. Syllogism and Venn diagram actually go hand in hand. So you can cover them in 4 days very easily. 4 questions you can get from here. Now, these are the 2. Now, if you are in the mood to do more work on your reasoning, then there are 2 more chapters that you can do. This takes time. Calendar and cubes and dices. Now, this will take time. You can expect 2 questions from this, and you will need to allot 2 days to this, because the chapters are big. Not many questions, 2 questions approx, but you have to allot 2 days because this is a little bigger. So these are the 3 chunks of reasoning that you should focus on. After that, there may be some kind of question some year, some other kind of question some other year. So that does not matter. Please go with an open brain. Some questions sometimes from inequality, which is bigger than what, all these questions are there that you can do right then and there. Don't be worried about them. And some maybe from sitting arrangement, from puzzles and all, which are not very feasible to do in exam conditions. So just leave them, because you are just making it, you just want to clear a CSAT. Okay, top nahi karna hai, correct? Then this is for logical reasoning. Now, next thing is about math. Now, in math, what we have to do? Understand that. So in mathematics, you have certain chunks. The first and most important chunk is number system. Okay, number system. Now, in number system, if you see what you have to do, how many questions do you have? In number systems, now we are seeing more than 15 questions, around 15 to 20 questions, sometimes even more. So you may have 20 questions, but you only need to do 10 questions out of them. That should be your aim, to do only 10 questions out of them. Understood? Now, 10 questions out of them. Okay. Out of 20 questions, if you are able to do 10 questions, then also it is enough. Now, for this, I am telling you, you will have to devote much more time. So, I am giving you 7 days completely for this only. Okay, 7 days is for number system. Please give it that much time. You will not be able to solve 20 questions, but I promise you 10 questions are very doable that you can get in these 7 days. I won't even count this as 20 questions chapter. Eventually, when I'm counting how many questions you can attempt, I will count it 10 question only. That should be alright. 10 questions of number system I should be able to do. Then there is a chunk that is linear equation, percentage, and ratio and proportion. These are basic chapters. They form the foundation of other application based chapters. Okay, for example, time, speed and distance, okay, profit and loss, all these other chapters are applications of this. From here, you can expect 4 questions every year, especially from percentage. And you must give 4 days to them. Okay, then another chunk is application of this. So this is profit and loss, time, speed, distance, and time and work. These 3 chapters will also give you 3 questions, and you can give them 3 days. Okay, so 3 days can be given to these also. That's it. Then there are small chapters like average and ages. Average and ages. It is a 1 question chapter, and you can give 1 day to it. That's it. 1 day is enough to do these 2 chapters. Now, let's count the number of days, and then I'll tell you one more thing that you need to do. Okay. Let's see how many days we have spent already. So let's see. If you see, I have given 6 days to comprehension. Okay, so 6 days, and then 2 days, 6 and 2, 8, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 2, 14, 14 plus 7, 21, 21 plus 3, 24, 24 plus 4, 28, 28 plus 1, 29. I have saved 1 day. What? For your rest? No, not for your rest. 1 day is left for something called data sufficiency. Now, this is not a chapter. This is not a chapter. This is a type of question. Okay, this is a type of question, can be from any other chapter. So you have to do it at last. This is data sufficiency. People find it difficult to do. Now we have right in this channel have uploaded entire data sufficiency, right from the introduction, how you should approach these questions, to every question that has come from 2019 to 2025. Approx, I think 40 questions have come. Okay, so all of them, 37 to 40 questions have come. All of them, each and every question we have covered year wise. Those videos you should watch for understanding and doing data sufficiency. For this, I am allotting another day. This is important because in 2024 they asked 10 questions from data sufficiency. Okay, the type of question framing was data sufficiency, and in every year they are giving 6 questions approx. So now people get scared by the format itself. So that's why you have to focus on this also. Give 1 more day, and the sum total that you reach is 30 days. Now let's see how many questions you are able to do using this. So here 22 to 24 questions. Okay, how many can you attempt? Now some you will get wrong, it's fine. Let's count, let's take conservative estimates. So 22 and 4, 26, 30, then 32 and I'm counting 10 only for number system. 10 to chhodi do. Okay, so 32 and 10 is 42, 42 and 3 is 45, 45 and 4 is 49, 49 and 1 is 50. I'm not counting data sufficiency because that is just a type of question. Okay, if you are good at these chapters, you will do good in data sufficiency also. So total, I have given you fodder to attempt 50 questions even by a conservative estimate. Now of this 50 questions, if you get effectively 40 questions correct, then what is the number you are looking at? 40 into 2.5, okay, that is equal to 100 marks, and this should be our aim. Understood? So 50 questions fodder on a conservative day we have taken. Now if I have to expand it for you, then I can count two more questions here. I can count 10 more questions from number system, and then I can tell you that 65 questions are covered, which will get covered. But understand, just have this in your mind: 10 questions from number system, and some RCs I will have to leave. Okay, and in all of them, what you will have to do the basic theory using one shot videos or any concept using any book. Do the basic theory, and after that your entire focus should be on only one thing, that is PYQs. If you are able to do PYQs, especially the post 2020 PYQs, if you are able to do this, you will be able to clear CSAT and cover all these chapters, of course, in the limited 30 days duration. Any time you have to give. Hopefully, I would like that you give this time in January itself or December itself. So in January, if I give this 1 month, but if you want, you can even give it later, but don't go beyond March or April. If you are watching this video later, then you don't have an option, but please try to do it earlier so that you can do something else. That is, you should be able to attempt some mocks. Not many mocks, but at least 10 you must be doing. If you are doing 10 mocks, 5 to 10 mocks at least, then you will be through with it. That's it. Yeah, you can take a screenshot of this. That's it. Thank you.